Dawes County Board of Commissioners voting session today is Thursday, March the 5th, 2026. Appreciate everyone who's with us in attendance as well as those that are with us online. We'll start out with a roll call. Let the record show that all 5 commissioners are present. We have 2 opening presentations tonight. First one is proclamation recognizing Education and Sharing Day. And Commissioner Bruce is going to read that proclamation.
Yeah, we need to make a motion to exit executive session first.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, second by Commissioner Bruce to exit executive session. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. All right, so.
Okay. Proclamation, Education, and Sharing Day. Whereas a quality education is one of the significant foundations for the continuing success of our country, our state, our local community, and our society at large. And whereas in tandem with education of knowledge is a moral and ethical education that is crucial to forming and strengthening the good character of our youth, adolescents, young adults, and seniors. And whereas of all the ethical values that form our civilization, the most important is love. Love of wisdom, love of our fellow man, and love of our Creator. These values have been in the bedrock of society since the dawn of civilization, including the values known as the 7 Noahide laws, and we, the County of Dawson, should be certain to pass on this precious heritage of our peoples. And whereas Education and Sharing Day is observed each year on Rebbe Menachem M. Schneerson's birthday in recognition of his outstanding and lasting contributions toward the improvement of education, morality, and acts of charity around the world. And whereas March 29th, 2026 will mark 124 years since the Rebbe's birth, and this year marks the 76th anniversary of his leadership of the Chabad movement, and whereas Chabad is an acronym of 3 Hebrew words for wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, and whereas a moral and ethical education nurtures the unity of diverse peoples through encouraging acts of goodness and kindness inspired with the awareness that even a single positive act of an individual can make a major impact in this world and usher in an era of global peace. Now, therefore, the Dawson County Board of Commissioners hereby recognizes March 29th, 2026 as Education and Sharing Day in Dawson County, Georgia, and call upon everyone to work together to create a better, brighter, and more promising future for all.
All right. So you've heard the proclamation. What is the pleasure of the board?
Make a motion that we accept the proclamation recognizing Education and Sharing Day.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, second by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. I think you'll probably want a photo in just a minute. But let's.
Are you waiting on someone?
That's fine. We have another proclamation, so we'll do all the photos at the same time. Okay? All right, so our second proclamation is to support declaration of action for the greatest American cleanup. Commissioner Bruce is going to read that as well.
Whereas the people of Dawson County are dedicated to enhancing the beauty and cleanliness of our community, and whereas we recognize the importance of preserving our environment and fostering civic pride among our citizens, and whereas we acknowledge the transformative power of clean and green spaces to support and promote the well-being of all people, and whereas America's 250th anniversary on July 4th, 2026 presents a historic opportunity for us to showcase our commitment to sustainability and community beautification, and by way of Keep Dawson County Beautiful, commit to the following. Organize 3 new community cleanups to inspire our citizens of all ages to work together to remove litter from our streets, parks, waterways, and public spaces. Host to reduce, reuse, recycle, or beautification events each year, enhancing our community's appeal through reduced waste, public art, planting trees, flowers, and creating, improving, or maintaining green spaces, and hold 1 event to celebrate our progress and achievements to help America look her best for her 250th anniversary celebration. Now, therefore, the Dawson County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaims its support for and participation in the declaration of action for the greatest American cleanup, intending to make Dawson County a shining example of environmental stewardship and community engagement as we work together to make our community cleaner, greener, and more beautiful for generations to come.
All right, you've heard that proclamation. What's the pleasure of the board?
Make a motion that we accept the proclamation to support a declaration of action for the greatest American cleanup.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. We'll get the photos for those in just a few minutes. We'll move on to the invocation and pledge. I would ask everybody to please stand. If you would bow your heads, please. Our dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for the many blessings of life. We ask for knowledge and wisdom to carry out the business of this county. Anything that we accomplish, we'll give you the honor and glory. In Christ's name we do ask and pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Are there any announcements on the board?
I had the pleasure Saturday evening of attending the Chamber Gala, and at the gala, the Dawson County Development Authority awarded the Dawson County Commissioners their annual award for the Industry Leader of the Year. And normally this is reserved for a business or entity in Dawson County. However, this year they recognize the input and the contributions and investments that we as a board make in the Development Authority, which really has allowed them to provide workforce jobs and just improve a lot of opportunities for people that live here. And so with that came a nice little plaque. So I just wanted to let everybody know that how much they appreciated all the work and energy and effort that this board puts into the Development Authority. And I accepted that on all of our behalves.
Thank you, Chris, for doing that for us. And we will get a photo of that as well when we get to the other photos. Maybe at the end. Yes, sir. All right, so now we move on to the approval of the minutes. First up, we have the minutes work session held on February 19, 2026. Any additions or deletions? Motions.
Motion to approve as is.
Motion by Commissioner Bruce. Second by Commissioner Turkett. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. Next up, we have minutes of the voting session held on February 19, 2026. Any additions or deletions? Motions.
Motion to approve as is.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Bruce, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. Next up, we have the approval of the agenda. I have no changes to the agenda, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. Next up, we have public comment. No one signed up for public comment in this particular section. So we'll move on to the consent agenda. On the consent agenda, we have 3 items. Georgia Department of Human Services Verita contract for Dawson County Transit. That's October to June. A resolution to adopt updated long-range planning committee bylaws. And I want to say in reference to that, I want to thank our long-range planning committee for all the hard work that they do for the county and them working on these bylaws. And then third thing, request to accept environmental protection local government's scrap tire abatement reimbursement grant. This is an amendment to the original grant, which was $1,911, an additional $23.29 for a total of $42.40. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Bruce, seconded by Commissioner Turkett. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And the consent agenda is approved 4-0. We move on to new business. First up, we have consideration of IFB 493-25, labor and materials to repair Veterans Memorial Park Pavilion. The low bidder was Crown Service Contractors, $64,901 with a 10% contingency of $6,490 for a total of $71,391. And that would be a Splosh 6 project. Any other information needed? Motions.
Make a motion that we accept the bids and award IFB 493225 to Crown Service Contractors in the amount of $64,901 with a 10% county control contingency of $6,490 for a total of $71,391 to come from SPOS 6.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. Next up, we have consideration request for water line installation funding for Fire Station number 3. The original quote on this was $48,340. It had to be changed and moved, which increased the cost for an additional $47,485, and total now is $95,825, and that is coming from Splosh 6. So it'll just be an addition of the $47,485. You had already approved the $48,000. Any other information needed? Motions.
Make a motion that we approve the reallocation of $47,485 from SPLOS 6 to fund the water line installation at Fire Station 3.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Stowers, seconded by Commissioner Bruce. Discussion. Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. We do have one person signed up for public comment. Is it Caitlin? Is that right? Miss Caitlin Green. So come on up. And if you would, sign in there and give us your name and you don't have to. You got it. She's got it.
Like, what do I write on?
All right. So we normally give people 3 minutes. If you need longer than that, you can request it from the board. And if they so desire, they can give you more time.
Yes, sir.
All right.
My name is Caitlin Green, and I live here in Dawson County. I understand that my opinions are not on the agenda tonight, so I'm thankful for the opportunity to speak anyway. We moved to Dawson County a long time ago, intrigued by the small town feel. Everyone knows everyone, core values shared across the board, small intimate schools with manageable classroom sizes. Unfortunately, so much of that has shifted in the 11 years since we've been here. I don't come to you tonight with any kind of government experience, public speaking skills, or any kind of policy background. I'm just a regular person. I'm a neighbor, I'm a church friend, and a friend in general. I personally know a few of you commissioners on the board, and I count that as a blessing. Every time I've reached out, you've been responsive, and I truly appreciate that. I know you care about this community and values, and that's why I feel comfortable coming here tonight to speak. For those of us who have lived here before the new Kroger has gone in, the growth we've seen lately hasn't just been steady, it's been really fast. And while we all understand that growth is going to happen, the speed of it feels overwhelming. It feels like I've woken up one day and now my schools are overcrowded, traffic is really hard to deal with, and the roads and services we have aren't keeping up with how fast things are changing. My husband actually came and spoke to this board when the commissioners were voting on the 192 home development off Hanging Dog Road. Even back then, traffic was already a concern. Now years have passed, and they've just broken ground, which I found out today is it was approved, and traffic has only gotten worse. Just this morning, it took me 8 minutes to turn left onto Dawson Forest Road from Grizzle Road to get to Blacksmill Elementary. 8 minutes just to pull on, and that is not out of the norm. What will 192 more homes add to that? The first week of the school year, it took me hours, plural, to get from my house on Grizzle Road to the middle school to Blacksmill back home. Blacksmill just broke ground this week on an expansion that's been needed for more than 4 years just to keep up with the growth we've already had. The gym and the lunchroom are entirely too small, and classroom space has been tight for a long time. With 192 homes going up as quickly as developers can build them, it makes me wonder if that expansion will even be finished before families start moving in. The families are exactly what neighborhoods like this are looking for. Not to mention how full the middle school already is, and that in addition to the development going up on Highway 9. The admin at the school is fantastic, but they are stretched thin with behaviors and sheer amount of students. Our Parks and Rec department is trying to keep up. I know a new gym has just broken ground, which is great, but if you've ever been there when baseball, soccer, and volleyball are happening at the same time, parking is a nightmare. Beyond schools and recreation, many of us here in Dawson County are wondering about our emergency services. As our population grows this quickly, are our EMS teams, firefighters, and law enforcement able to keep up with the increase in calls and response needs? So the question of many of us in this community, just keeping it simple, when will we stop seeing the huge neighborhoods and shopping centers pop up every month? And what will it take to slow things down enough for Dawson County to catch up with the growth we've already had? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. So we do have a need to go back into executive session, so I'll entertain a motion to do that. Motion by Commissioner Gaines, seconded by Commissioner Stowers. Discussion. Litigation? Hearing none, please vote. And that is approved 4-0. But before we do that, we will do the pictures and hand out these. Yeah, come on up, sir.
Good evening. It's great to be together with all of you. I'd like to thank Alexa. I was literally stuck on the road for, no joke, an hour talking about the growth in Dawson County. It was amazing to be able to enjoy the bumper-to-bumper traffic. But I do want to thank every single one of you. So Chuck, Chad, and Alexa, and Billy, and Chris, Seth, Christine, Joey, and Angela for, would it be proper to say, putting into motion Education and Sharing Day. And the reason why it's so important to me is probably the same reason why it's so important to all of you, is that the foundation of civilization is education and sharing, kindness. As long as we feel the value of kindness, not kindness that is random, but kindness that is routine. Random is selfish, when I'm in the mood, to the person I'm in the mood of, and then saying, I did a random act of kindness. What's so impressive about that? But that kindness is routine to everyone, all the time, everywhere, even if I don't know who they are. Being kind is simply a good thing. And as long as we have a civilization that's built on education and built on kindness, we flourish and we grow. So I want to thank you all for celebrating this in Dawson County. And God willing, together, we'll be able to continue to grow from strength to strength. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Chris, you want to bring that?
Right in the middle would be perfect. You were here a couple weeks ago too, so. Like, so off you, it's like turn to your right, like, yeah, turn to your left, perfect. Thank you. And that's all I need is the Board of Commissioners with the proclamation. I was like, Tessa's not here, so I'm not going to get up here and. Thank you very much.
Aaron, there's one more.
One more. That's right.
Aaron, more.
Perfect.